Okay, so this is week 2 of my personal journey, getting control of my body. So this week I have 2 personal training sessions booked. We were just struggling a bit with diary availability to match up this week, but everything else still goes. So still watching what I'm eating, tracking my food as well. I had a weekend camping at the just gone, so it was nice to have a bit of a rest, a bit of a relax after all that training last week, but it still made me really mindful about what I was consuming. So even though I had a drink, I did some things that I would normally do in terms of snacking, I didn't go crazy. And I think being aware of what you're putting into your body is really, really important. And I talk about this loads in different programs. I talk about being aware of your body, noticing how well rested you are, thinking about your energy, the food, the hydration, and all of those different things. So it's no different to what I'm doing myself. So this week, as I say, 2 sessions, one tomorrow morning. We're going to be really interested to see what happens. I'll keep you updated. All right, so it's week 2. Week 2? Yeah, week 2. It's early in the morning. I definitely feel like I could have done with more sleep last night. And I've just come down to have a little cup of tea and some breakfast, and I've been joined by my little boy. He's woken up. He surprised me coming out of the bathroom this morning. I jumped out of my skin, absolutely crazy. So yeah, it's 6:20. I'm just about to hit the gym. I'm going to head off and get started. I will update you later. I just finished my session. It was a heavy day today. Oh my goodness, I worked so hard. I'm feeling amazing. I've definitely even got stronger from last week, because last week there was a weight that I couldn't pick up at all. I couldn't even get it off the floor, and today I managed 3 times 6 reps, so I'm well chuffed with that. Feeling really good. All right, back home, showered, I'm clean now, and I want to share with you a couple of the things that came up in our conversation this morning between me and Tom, my personal trainer. And it's great because he is so into mindset. He totally gets what it's like for people to struggle with getting on with things, have mindset challenges, belief challenges. And I guess I'm in a really privileged place because I'm showing up and I've done all that work already. I know my own mind. I've worked on my beliefs. I know the strategies that it's going to take to enable me to get on with things. So we have some great conversations. Well, mainly it's me grunting and actually him talking. But he was talking to me about, actually, it's really hard to get started sometimes, and getting started is the toughest thing. And he's been talking about the fact that he's in training for something at the moment, and he's been watching what he's eating, and it took him 5 attempts to kind of get sorted on getting his eating patterns and eating plan right, because he knows the strategies, he's got the good habits in place. But sometimes when you just need to level it up, or you need to just change direction a little bit, it's really hard to kind of get started. But once you get started, that's the biggest obstacle to overcome. And sometimes you don't fall into place on the first attempt. Sometimes it does take several attempts to get it right. So maybe you've experienced this where you've tried something, you're telling yourself you failed, it hasn't worked, you didn't stick to it, whatever it is. Maybe you've tried it a few times, but whatever it is, actually get your mindset and everything else in the right place to help you structurally, to give you the infrastructure that you need in order to be successful. That makes it much easier. So for example, one of the things that would make it really easy for me is if I had a chef on hand to cook me all my amazingly healthy, nutritious meals all the time. I don't have a chef. It's not even an aspiration of mine. But actually, that would make it really easy. So I just have to work back from that and think, okay, so what can I do to help myself be more nutritious, to choose healthier meals? And yesterday at lunchtime, I felt really hungry. I wanted something hot and noodly. So I popped into M&S and I picked up a pack of noodles, just a ready meal. But what I did is I made a careful choice. So I looked at what was on offer, and I sort of, out of the range of the 3 or 4 different types, I chose the one that was actually going to be most healthy and most nutritious. So I could still have what I wanted, but I did it in a way that was really serving me rather than something that was just getting in my way a little bit. So this morning we had a big talk about mindset and about belief and about how you show up. And today he got this big bar out, which was something that last week I couldn't even lift off the floor despite my absolute best efforts. This week, guess what? I nailed it. I absolutely nailed it, and I'm really, really happy. It was so heavy. Definitely not one for the video, but it was amazing progress. And some of that is about belief that I've got stronger, that I've been training. I'm sure of it. Some of it is about confidence. Some of it is actually about physical strength. I've actually got stronger since last time because I'm activating my muscles again and they're remembering what to do. And that's the thing, actually. It's when you get back into a rhythm, or when you get your mind fixed on what it is you want to do, you're focused, you're aligned to your goals, your vision, it's actually easier to take the action. And so that's something to really think about when you're thinking about what you're doing. When you're aligned to what it is you want to do, it's much easier to take the action. It's really easy to sabotage yourself and to get in your own way, but they're just excuses. Just be disciplined and focus on it. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. I'm not watching every single thing I eat. I'm monitoring and tracking every single thing I eat. But if I want something, I'm going to make a really active choice around whether it's helping me, whether it's hydrating me, whether it's fueling me. And I'm making some really great choices around that. So it's feeling amazing. And this is session number 4 now, I think I've just done. I've got 2 more this week. So feeling really good, and I'm already starting to feel like I'm getting results, which is fantastic. Oh, it's another gorgeous morning in Chichester. This weather is fantastic, and it's another day for me for personal training. 3 days on the trot again. My body is feeling it, so it'll be interesting to see what happens today. We're focusing on some different muscle groups, some different exercises, really challenging my body, and I'm so enjoying this. But you know what it's really making me do? It's really making me have discipline in lots of areas of my life. And even just tracking my food and things like that, it's really making me focus on what's important, what I'm consuming. And this goes no matter what you're focusing on, whether you're focusing on your mindset, the words you use to yourself, whatever it might be. Actually, just by having a little focus on it, by putting some effort in, by thinking about it, by noticing, by acknowledging, that is the first step towards massive change. And this week I've had other really big stuff going on, so I decided to launch my Facebook group, Fear to Focus, which I'm so excited about. And in that group, what I'm really doing is I'm sharing tips, tools, strategies, stuff that I've worked through that now I've got nailed, and I'm sharing those with people who want to step into the best possible self they can be, their best, happiest life, and actually come with me on that journey. And in that group, what I'm doing is I'm sharing everything that I'm going through. I'm sharing my personal journey. I'm taking people with me. I'm enabling people to try my strategies, implement them in a way that works for them, and actually make stuff happen in their life. And sometimes on a page you can interact, it's really nice, you see the stuff, you read it, but you don't always want to be publicly putting your comments, putting maybe what you're struggling with, your vulnerabilities. So the group is about creating that safe space for people to come in. Nobody knows who's in there until you're actually in yourself, so it can be your secret indulgence. You can come in, you can work on your stuff, and you can be a bit more vulnerable and get a bit more support from me in terms of making your stuff happen. So that has been a really massive thing this week. I launched it yesterday, so I'm so excited to be supporting the people in that program already. I can't wait to really make that stuff happen for those guys. So if you want in, you need to find me at facebook.com/group/fear to focus. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there, and I'll pop the little link in at the end as well.